As the world seems to spin faster and faster with each passing day, there's no denying that everyday life can take its toll. And as a result, it's not surprising that most of us, at one time or another, have felt depressed. There are many factors which contribute to depression, stress certainly, and low self-esteem, but so can genetic and hormonal influences.
Scientific American published recently a special issue where they looked at issues like happiness, depression, and looked at the interaction between the body and the mind, and found that the body could influence the depression as well as the mind could influence the depression. In complementary medicine, we tend to look at the mind, body, and spirit.
One natural antidepressant that's getting a lot of press lately is an herbal remedy called St. John's wort. Although no one is entirely sure how it works, clinical studies have shown that it's effective in treating mild to moderate cases of depression, with none of the side effects.
It was used in the Middle Ages to look at mood and to help to enhance the mood. Studies have shown that if we use St. John's wort in certain dosages, that it tends to have benefits for mild to moderate depressions.
Like many antidepressants, St. John's wort needs to be taken continuously for several weeks in order to work. Just be sure to follow directions and stick with the correct dosage. This herb should not be used by pregnant or lactating women or children under 5, and it can make you more prone to sunburn, especially if you are fair-skinned. You can't help but feel a change in mood when you're surrounded by all of this natural beauty. But there's something more these gorgeous flowers have to offer than just a delight to the eyes. It comes in the form of a treatment, and it's called Batch's Flower Remedies. Dr. Edward Batch was a British physician and homeopath who believed that disease was simply a manifestation of negative thoughts. Through careful experimentation and testing, he developed 38 different essences extracted from the buds, cones, and petals of various flowers, each one designed to complement our individual moods and personalities.
Flower essence therapy can work with physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual imbalances. So one of the underlying causes of disease is stress, and one of the ways in which essences really can help people is by bringing them back into harmony and balance. And we do have a general remedy called the balancer, which is precisely for periods of stress and overwhelm.
The nose knows. At least that's what the ancient Egyptians believed more than 4,000 years ago. They understood the power of certain fragrances to heal the body and mind. It's where aromatherapy was born, the use of essential oils to invigorate the body, calm the mind, and lift the spirit.
Aromatherapy can help the physical and the psychological problems of society with one of the relaxing. There's the headaches, there's formulas or blends you can get for headaches. Psychological, the depression again, the anxiety, the rebalancing of the nervous system.
It takes only 8 aromatic molecules to activate the sense of smell, sending a message to the limbic portion of the brain, responsible for our emotions, memories, intuition, and sexual response. A wide selection of essential oils are available in most health food stores. But you don't always need to take drugs to deal with depression. There are natural alternatives. Even a little regular exercise can make you feel better about yourself and the world around you. In today's world, depression is a sad fact of life, a mix of biological, social, and psychological forces. It can be a serious illness and one that should be taken care of by a healthcare professional. Connie Mitchell brings in a harvest of good health next on Beyond Medicine. Organic farming is a way of producing food that recognizes and puts into practice the essential connections between soil, plants, animals, and people. Connie Mitchell recently visited an organic farm to experience firsthand getting back to the land.
Oh, nothing beats fresh produce, and especially fresh organic produce. This is Mara Jernigan. She and her family own and operate Angular Farm and Vineyard here on Vancouver Island. Mara, what makes a product organic by definition?
I think the most important definition is that it's grown without chemical fertilizers or pesticides.
Is there a way for us to be certain that the product we're buying is organic?
Yep, there's several different certification boards, and if it has that certified organic sticker on it, you can be sure that it's organic.
Okay. When I think of purchasing organic through my grocery store, I think of, well, it is a little more expensive than the regular stuff. What do you say to that?
Grow your own. Grow your own. You can grow a lot of your own food, especially here in Canada, right through the summer.
What if I live in a little apartment somewhere in the middle of a big city? What could I do?
Well, there's still a lot of things you can grow in your apartment balcony, especially perennial herbs do really well. Some of the specialty lettuces, beans, tomatoes.
Okay. And if I did want to start an outdoor plot, an outdoor garden, how big a space would I need? Could I do it on my little 20-foot by 20-foot lawn?
Well, actually, it's interesting because the whole concept of lawns came hundreds of years ago from Europe, where the aristocracy planted lawns to prove they were so wealthy they didn't need to grow their own food. So
we should probably go back where we came from, right? Are some things easier to grow than others?
Absolutely. Yep, as I said, the perennial herbs, beans, the specialty lettuces, which are really pricey, cucumbers are easy, beets, Swiss chard.
Great. Okay, where should we begin first and foremost?
Well, you can start at your local library by taking out some books on organic gardening, or start by going to your nursery and tell them that you're interested in growing food organically. And then when you harvest it, save your own seeds for the next year.
Okay, thanks, Mara.
Okay.
Okay, organic produce. When you buy organic, you're making an investment nutritionally, environmentally, and, well, not to mention the taste. This is good stuff. I could smell it from here. It's wonderful. Thanks, Mara.
Thanks.
The demand for chemical-free produce is growing all over North America. Every year, sales increase from between 15 to 25%. More and more consumers are looking for better ways to protect the soil, avoid chemicals in the environment, and overall, a better way to tickle their taste buds. Naturally grown food, along with methods of healing and well-being, work best when they're part of a holistic approach to every aspect of your life and lifestyle. As always, don't attempt any self-diagnosis or try any treatment program without seeking the advice of a qualified healthcare provider, especially if you have a chronic health condition. Join us again next time as we take our journey together, one that takes us beyond medicine.